What's up, everybody? My name is Sgt-Power-Pickle. I'm sorry for my voice, but I just came back from Rockfest 2016. All in all, it's a pretty good show. I had loads of fun. So today I'm only going to be making a video about me talking about Rockfest and all the great time that I had there. It was really awesome. I met a lot of cool people. We went as a huge group. And, oh man, it was literally like the best time I've had in a long time. Especially to one person that I got to spend majority of the weekend with. That was awesome. We know who you are. I couldn't give it up for the world, honestly. It was the best experience ever. I've been to many festivals before, but this one, with all the crowd that I was with, it just made it that much better. So we went down, there was two or three trucks, and I know there was one car, and we were filled, right? We packed it looked like we were staying up there for a month. That's what it looked like. We had barbecues, we had all these steaks, hot dogs, and a whole bunch of tents and stuff. It was pretty big setup whenever we got everything all set up, and it was really fun because everybody else at the campsite just had one or two tents or whatever. Not us. We had 9 tents, and it was cool. I personally had to sleep in the truck, so it was me, my friend, and my other buddy who all slept in the truck. And oh man, it got so hot during the mornings. Sleeping back there at nighttime, it was freezing as fuck. So it'd get to plus 40. Well, we're in Celsius for all you Americans who watch. So 40 Celsius. So I don't really know what that is in Fahrenheit. And sorry for my voice. This is the second day after Rockfest, and I'm still recovering from it. It got really cold at night. It was great, though. It was great to come out of that crowd, and because there was 300,000 people there, so to come out of that crowd and be so warm, just sweating, moshing, jumping around and shit, and we just got onto pure cold. It was all right for the time being, but eventually it got a little too cold. Some of the bands that we went and seen, we first got to the campsite and we unpacked everything, did all that, and then we went. It was the first night. Technically, the festival was going on then, but we didn't really plan on going in because nothing that we wanted to see was until the next day. This was a 3-day festival. So, we parked the truck, we go back to the truck, we stayed up all night. All night. Me and the girl and my buddy. The girl's name I won't mention, but she's the person who I stayed with the entire show. I lost all my other friends in the show, and it was nearly impossible to find them. I kept running into other people that were a part of that group, but not my specific friends that I wanted to. So it was really lame in that sense. But other than that, this girl, it was awesome.
Take a seat.
The first band that we got to see was the Faceless, and that was at 12:30. So just after the afternoon. So we had stayed up all night, and we're ready for this. So 12:30, we went to go see the Faceless. Now, it was really cool. Is my other buddies, they were with me for that, and I had left with my other friend to go to chill out and get ready for Cannibal Corpse. But we went and seen the Faceless. We left. We came back. And during Cannibal Corpse, I met up with my buddies again, and he's like, "Oh man, you should have been there." It's right after we met the Faceless. We met the singer of Faceless. I was like, "Oh fuck, well that sucks." And then he taps me on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, he's right there." So I just walk up to him and I was like, ah, man, great show, da, 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 and got to talk to him for a bit. So that was cool. So I met the singer of Faces. And for everybody wondering, at this festival, I've seen the majority of all these bands. It was cool for me to, like, you know, see the band, meet the guy. It was my first time meeting him. But then after the Faces, then we went to Cannibal Corpse. This was at 3 o'clock. Cannibal Corpse. Right after that was the Used. Right after that, oh no, wait, we had to bounce all the way over. There was 6 stages, right? And we had to bounce. There was 2 main stages, 1 like medium stage, 2 small stages. So we were at the big stages, and we had to walk at least 5 minutes all the way over to the other stage, and we caught Silverstein. Really good band. It was my first time ever seeing Silverstein. Quite a bit. And then we went over to Cradle of Filth. And to be honest, I caught the end of Cradle of Filth, but I'm actually kind of happy that I only caught the end of Cradle of Filth, because it was a shit show, to be honest. It really wasn't. And then right after that, so at 7:15, or no, 17:15, sorry, this is all on time. It's just the way I went through it. So like 1845, it was Sum 41. Then 1930, Twisted Sister. 2015, Billy Talent. Then I kind of took a break because as I was walking by, this band was playing at 21, was Pacifier. Now, they were an open band whenever I looked them up, but to be honest, never I heard them. So I didn't bother. 22 was Corn. I didn't want to go see Jane's Addiction, but I heard them from afar, only because Blink-182 was playing at midnight. So at 2200, we stayed there for an hour, trying, you know, through Corn, we got kind of up to the front. Now, there's 300,000 people. There's a lot of fucking people. And for all those who want to look up this festival to see what I experienced, look up Rockfest 2016 Montebello. If you guys want to look it up, it's insane. So, Corn, we got up there, and then we had to wait an additional hour, so 2 hours that went by of us just still standing, plus all the other bands that I just mentioned, because they were back to back, like, I mean, constant, like, oh, we seen one, the minute that they stopped playing, the other band started playing, so it was just on the go, like, from Can, of course, Used, Cradle of Filth, No Bags, On the Road, Twisted Sister, like, all them, it was just back to back. It was crazy. And then it got to Blink-182. Now this is where the fucking day went to fucking shit. So Blink-182 started playing. Now we're front row. We're 3 people from the front. Worst mistake I've ever done. Oh my god. I've been through Lamb of God festivals. I've been through Cannibal Corpse multiple times. I've been through a lot of festivals and a lot of shit. And by far, this was the worst I've ever experienced any crowd to be. Blink-182 finally comes out, right, after, I think it was like a half-hour delay. And it was okay for maybe the first 10 seconds that they came out on stage, but after that, it was like a survival, a fight for survival. Honestly, I wish I could, you know, really give you guys an idea. Like, you were literally dying. There was a girl behind me that was really small, and she was really small, and the guard came up to her and pulled her out, and she's like, I don't know why you're here. You won't be able to hold your weight. You literally will die. So he pulled her right out of the front. Oh my god. This shit's gonna get hectic. And then 3 songs in, like, I'm helpless, right? The girls, the people all around me, and stop hurting me. Like, I'm in front of them. I possibly couldn't be pushing them into me. I had my arms crossed. I physically couldn't move. I couldn't push anybody. And then the girl that I spent the weekend with, she was also with me in front of me, but I was going to lose her, and I knew I was going to lose her. And so I I tapped her on the shoulder. I was like, hey, like, I'm sorry if we break up. Like, I'm going to lose you. There's no way that I'm gonna be able to, you know, stand right by you the whole time. There's no way. And then, like, I was gonna tell her the meeting point for us, like, if we did get separated, you know, like, meet here. There's a shit ton of people. How are you gonna find anybody? So before I'd even got a chance to say, like, meet here, I got sucked in, like, under the crowd. So now I'm on my back, being trampled on what seemed like 1,000 people, because honestly it was just hell. And I finally managed to get myself up, and I was like, no, I'm out of here. Like, I'm out of here. And the other people that helped me up from the ground, they picked me up and shot me out. So I'm crowd surfing. Well, it really wasn't crowd surfing. I was in from the front. So I was more of like a fucking roll over a bunch of people, and guards picked me up, brought me off, and then I walked over to the side, because that's usually where crowd surfers, because there's like a space in between the stage and the people, so the crowd surfers can get off and go walk. So I started doing that, and I just stayed there. Right? I just like walked around the fence, and I just stayed there. I watched the rest of the bunch show, but it was Matt Skiba who was playing, not Tom DeLong, because they got new members. So it was a shit show. To be honest, it was a shit show, and I was so disappointed. Main reason I wanted to go to this festival was ruined for me. One, because I was literally going to die in that crowd. It wasn't fun at all. Like, I literally was not having fun. I was worrying about my life, and like, just I couldn't describe to you the pressure from 300,000 people pushing on you. It literally feels like your eyes want to pop out of your head. Like, the pressure was so much that you physically couldn't breathe. I don't know. I wish I could explain more, and I wish you guys could feel that pain. It was just, whoa. But after that, it was alright. Finally just chilled the rest of the night. We had a bonfire, smoked a lot, had some beer, and had a great night. Didn't go to bed until the birds started chirping. Now, you know you fucked up when the birds start chirping. Now, we're in the back of the band, so now we just came back from a 17-hour day of standing. 19 bands we've seen that day. It's constant running around stages and all this. Big grounds. And so it's like 4:30, and the last band ended at 2 in the morning, alright? So then it's like 4:30 in the morning, the birds start chirping, we decide to go to bed. No, man. Decides at like 7 o'clock or something, we all get up. Now, we're tired. We're sore. Time for the set. Oh, no sleep at all. Here we go. So, we fucking pull out a couple beer, take a couple bong hoots, we're getting ourselves situated. I didn't do a lot of stretching. I barely did any stretching, but every now and then, you know, I'd move my legs and, you know, I'd do some things just to get kind of situated for what was about to come. The next day, we really didn't have much, so we actually got to chill out a bit until 1:30 in the afternoon. But we had just woken up early because we're idiots. We didn't go back to bed. So we just stayed up and chilled. So then we've seen Black Dahlia Murder, first band, second band, which is really cool because it was like a whole haha joke thing. Buddy, the lead singer, I've already met the band before back in 2010, back at their like prime years. So they came out and they had their new album in, and the singer comes out and he's like, hey, you like our banner? That's pretty cool, it's from our new album. Hey, well guess what, we're not playing anything from our new album, we're only playing our old shit. It's like, welcome to 2003. Started playing all their old shit. I was right up in there. And then, like 45 minutes went by or so, and I went to go see the Acacia String. Great band, I'd already seen them. And then we really did nothing until Anthrax played, which was at 17:15. Don't know what that is. Whatever. 17, 15, anthrax. Then we chilled, got something to eat, and maybe free glasses and stuff like that. Then it was A Day to Remember. Pretty good. At the drive-in, I don't think we stayed around for. Lamb of God, Ice Cube. It was Limp Bizkit, but Limp Bizkit got crazy. Someone almost got stabbed, and I almost witnessed it. The SWAT team fucking came out, tackled the guy and shit. Oh man, it got really insane. I didn't stick around for Bring Me the Horizon or Rise Against. They were shit shows, to be honest. They were really shit shows. But I gotta say, the highlights out of my whole entire night, Sum 41. Oh, it was crazy because of all the crowd surfers. It was a little ridiculous with crowd surfers during that show because every 2 seconds you literally had to look behind you. There was someone being crowd surfed. Oh, or getting hit. It's like either you could pay attention to the band and get hit in the head or turn around every 2 seconds and fucking carry something. So there's that. I would have to say Lamb of God took the cake for me. I'd already seen Lamb of God, so that was my third time seeing it. And so yeah, I found the group finally, and it found the whole group finally. We all ended up at Lamb of God. We all ended up in the same place, which is fucking sweet. So I chilled with the group, right? And I was like, oh man, this is the last band of the weekend that I intentionally want to see. So I told my buddies, I'm going crazy, man. I'm gonna start a mosh pit. And that's exactly what happened. Lamb of God started. I created a mosh pit, and to be honest, it was the best thing I've ever done because it was a friendly mosh pit. It was just our group, which was really cool. And like the crowd broke up and like made a circle just for us, and we just pushed each other around. Like there was a couple girls in our group too, so you know, none of those crazy arm swingers and shit got involved. They just let us, you know, push each other around, let us have our little fun, and then we let the girls in our group have their fun. And so it turned into basically like a girls' mosh pit, but anyway, it was still pretty intense. It was Lamb of God, so you know, people were still pushing each other and stuff. And then we all joined in again, and then it came in the fucking students. Ruined it all after. But I mean, we stayed for like, it was probably a good 15 minutes, a good 20 minutes of us having our own little, you know, mosh pit going on. And then it was the next night. The next night we all slept pretty well, but it was a sad time for all of us to have to go now. We all had to pack up and leave. And it was a sad time because honestly, I was having the best weekend of my life. It was so awesome. I gotta say props to that girl that I stayed with the weekend. It was really fun. You knew who you were. I won't mention your name on my YouTube, but it was a great weekend. Glad you were there. And I'll see you there next year for sure. But yeah, anyway guys, that was my rant video of just what happened. I'm pretty sure I'll have more videos on it because you know, there was just crazy events that happened, and I'll get the people who were actually there with me and tell them their sad story and stuff. Just look forward to it eventually. I'm like shut dead. My voice is fucked. So peace out, guys. Enjoy.